Hey, everyone.
My wife is a star.
Aw.
She was at a conference today. I went to support her. I was the eye candy.
So I was the
What else
brains,
can
he
you
was the
say?
beauty. It was so much fun.
And she was just spectacular. I had so much fun watching her. And tonight I want to give you 3 critical secrets to lasting love.
So they actually asked me this on stage. So big shout out to It's Emily and Jay Cavron. So it was really fun. But it was an amazing event. And they asked this question about relationships. So what makes relationships work, especially for people who are super busy and don't have a lot of time? And fit is obvious. I think fit is, it's really about fit. And have a short memory. That's one of mine. You have to focus on what works and focus on the things about someone that really make a difference, that are the bigger picture, the things you love, not on the things, because come on, women, we know we do this. It's like one thing will get said and we get stuck on it for the longest time and we forget the 99 things that, are amazing. So what about you?
It always starts with what you want. Everything in life starts with, what do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? You want a secret to lasting love? Write it down. I want a kind, caring, loving, supportive, passionate relationship, which is why I went today.
You did. And I'm not going to lie.
Supportive.
And I'm not going to lie. I told him when we got there, I'm like, okay, you going with me is a little tricky. Like, I'm going to have to hide you until after the event. So,
but I stayed in the back, during her presentation, I was always in the back. I stayed out of the way.
He was awesome.
But she was great. And talked about responsibility. And that is another key to relationships. Because people go, oh, it's like 50-50.
Or they blame. Yeah, blame is such a big thing.
So talk for just a minute about responsibility.
Yeah, so that was another thing that they asked me today, which is great because they're like, what was the pivotal moment when your life changed and you knew it was going, really your impact changed? And for me, it was a defining moment, and it started with the word responsibility. So when it was brought up to me in my 20s, when I was depressed, didn't want to really be on the planet, had cancer that had recurred multiple times, had filed bankruptcy because of the cancer, I could go on and on and on. It was bad. And felt like I really had nothing to live for. And then my uncle, who had been a heroin addict, who terrified me when I was young, but now had turned his life around, looked at me and he said, so how much responsibility are you willing to take for this? I'm like, this isn't my fault. I am not to blame for this. I can't help getting cancer. I can't help what happened to me. I can't help the hard things that happened in my childhood. That's not my fault. He said, I never told you should take the blame. I never said it was your fault. I asked you how much responsibility you were willing to take, because it's the ability to respond. And it was a light switch moment for me, because that was the moment that I went, oh, wow. Okay. So I want full responsibility. And he said, if you take 50% responsibility, you have 50% chance to change the outcome. If you take 100%, you have 100% chance to change the outcome. But if you give up all of that responsibility, which you can because it wasn't your fault, you were not to blame, then you have no control. Someone else has all the control. And at that moment, I was like, this is not about blame. I don't care whose fault it was. I just want to take responsibility.
And if you do that in relationships, if you go, what is it I can do to make this better, you are in a power position. Yep. Whenever you blame someone else for how you feel or how your life is turning out, you're a victim and you can't change anything.
Yeah.
And this is the number one hallmark of self-defeating behavior in relationships. It's, you did this, you did that, that gave me permission to be an ass. No. So know what you want, be responsible, and then notice what you like more than what you don't like. And today I just liked everything. Aww. She was not only beautiful, but articulate and smart. And I was just so proud
I love that.
of my girl.
Thank you.
All right, everybody's like, okay, this is totally gross.
No, that's our kids.
Some of you saw us do a cold plunge yesterday. Was it yesterday? And then
today. Yeah.
And
He said he would never do it.
I did. But when she modeled doing it, I'm like, no, I can do this. It's not fun. And it's not for everybody.
Right.
Right? If you have health conditions, don't go in a 50-degree pool. Talk to your doctor. But there's evidence that it can help boost certain neurotransmitters to wake your brain up and have anti-inflammatory effects. It's just something to consider, and we wanted to have a little bit of fun with it.
So for me, I'm doing it more for the mental part of it, because it's something you don't wake up and say, oh, yay, I can't wait to go do this. So it's like, okay, do the thing that you don't want to do that challenges you, right? So if I don't want to do it, I must do it, as long as it's not illegal, immoral, or,
And what you might want to start with, and I actually started with this, at the end of every shower, just turn it all the way cold for like a minute. And if you can do that, maybe you can go to the next step. I mean, read about it, learn about it. We weren't posting
for
it
some of you,
so that
right,
everybody would do it.
For some of you, it's great. For some of you, it's not.
We are in the middle, actually day 5. You can still sign up for our Change Your Brain Everyday Quick Start Challenge. The link's on my Instagram account, and we're at day 5. It's going to go all month of February. And if you go to changeyourbraineveryday.com, you can pre-order my book. Comes out March 21. So excited. And we have 4 free gifts for you. I'll put the link. So just one more time, I'm so proud of this woman.
Aww.
Just makes me happy.
Thank you. And I didn't hide him, by the way. So I did not. All right, have a good night.
I almost